My name's Gasak. I'm a graffiti artist from Pietermaritzburg, South Africa. I've been painting for 8.5 years. I've got such a strong passion for it, and I just love doing it. Back in 2005, when I was starting to get into the whole graffiti vibe, I sat down and used letters that I thought would be really cool, and also tried to find a meaning for each letter. I came up with Gavin, my father, Alice, my mother, Sheldon, my brother, Anthony, myself, and Kirkwood, which was the K at the end. In Malaysian or Indonesian, Gasak actually means you fight for something. About 3-4 years down the line, it became graffiti art of a South African culture. Culture with a K, and that's where it is at the moment. Township communities just absolutely love the art, first of all because it's something free they're getting on their wall, and it's colour. Their walls are dull, their environment is dull, and there's no hope really, and I think colour is the most inspiring thing for a community to have. I painted the Christmas tree here, and I left 22 presents for the children that live in this area, orphans. The Christmas tree has now been taken down and been placed inside the house, 2 parts separate, so it's like 2 different paintings in the house. If you actually do go into an area that I feel or you feel is unsafe, that's an accomplishment. That's a barrier in which I'm breaking to prove to everyone around me that because I'm white, it doesn't mean those people there that you think are going to attack me are any different to who we are. So it just proves that, you know, colour or whatever the case may be, we're all the same. We're all the same. And I also feel history records greatness. So if I'm able to paint something, that's now in history. That's something that will stay there. It might get buffed, but at the end of the day, I've painted there. And there's proof of it. And if it gets buffed, I'll go and paint it again. The idea behind Gasak is to hopefully paint all over the world. Art can inspire someone, so I leave it there just for people to think about at the end of the day. A lot of people just come to me and say, thank you very much for inspiring me. Most of the time I don't know how to react to that, but besides just say thank you. At the end of the day, hopefully that person has now been inspired by me to inspire someone else, and then it can become a chain reaction.
Dude, wow, talk about a Mandela Monday inspirational story. Gasak, dude, good to have you in our studio. A man who's clearly so passionate about his art and craft. His entire hoodie has been just blanched with paint, man. Dude, tell me more about this. It's called Face the Piece. This is the latest project that you've been involved in. What made you decide to do this?
Well, about 2 years ago, I was attacked in Durban by 8 guys while trying to raise funds for my project called Faces to Inspire.
Yeah.
And with doing that, they stole my most valuable thing, my most valuable item, which was my cell phone. And then threatened to kill me if I went to the police station. I went to the main police station in Durban, and the officer on duty accused me of selling my phone for drugs. And so I looked at the bigger picture, did a bit of research, and I wanted to visually attack the biggest criminal organisation in the world by making the biggest statement I can on an international platform.
Yeah. So how did you go about it in this project called Face the Piece? And I mean, who did you, the thinking behind the choices of what you painted?
Well, I definitely knew that I wanted to paint people that people around the world know, so I wanted to focus on international peace leaders' faces, such as Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, people that people can be inspired by and see that there can be a change in an area once that's been put on a wall, and they know what it represents.
What's that impact and that reception been like? Because, I mean, like we said, you go into some of the most violent areas in countries to try and, you know, fight for your cause in the way that you do it. What's been the reception like from the people?
Well, it's really been great. It's really been overwhelming experience with people supporting me, because I honestly didn't feel that people could support me in such a way, and it was really overwhelming in a way. Yeah.
You've gone overseas, United States, Mexico, to go do some of your work there. Why have you decided to do a lot of it there and not necessarily, let's say, back here at home?
Well, like I was saying, I could be painting all over South Africa, trying to pinpoint areas, but I thought, well, I might as well just go to the heart of where the murder capital is, where the heart of the drug war is happening, and focus my vision on that, and visually attack the biggest criminal organization in the world in that spot at that time.
Is there any concern for your own life, dude? I mean, if you're talking about like the biggest murder capital in the world, and you know these guys it's organized, and now they know that you are the one that's pushing for this cause. Do you ever think about your own safety?
Well, in the beginning, I really didn't, but along the journey, I started thinking about that. But I had support from CIA, FBI, DEA when I was there, and everything went really well. I had 3 to 8 bodyguards that the mayor provided me with, which were like the municipal police, and they protected me at certain times while I was painting. So I was really blessed to have that kind of support.
Oh, dude, incredible work that you're doing. And of course, if you at home would like to follow it, you can go on Twitter and check out @FaceThePeace1. @FaceThePeace1. So have you thought about what's going to be your next project?
No, I haven't, but it's definitely going to be back here and home.
Yeah. Dude, Gasak, man, and it's so incredible when you think about, you said your name has a special meaning in another language? Gasak?
Yeah, well, I found out like about 4 or 5 years later after creating the name. I think it's Indonesian or Malaysian. It actually means that you fight for something.
Wow. Wow, man. It's predestined, man, and good luck.
Thanks
We'll be following you.
Cool.
Check him out on Twitter. It's called @FaceThePeace1. We're drawing inspiration from many individuals, inspiring South Africans on this Mandela Monday. Stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show.